Good morning, everybody. Sayed Option here. Happy Friday. Job report day. Apple earning yesterday. A lot of earnings. So let's see what's going on. Too much stuff to do. It's yes. Pre-market it was green because of Apple, and then it was running higher. You can see here. Let me just show you. Okay, on the 1 hour chart, if you look, it was establishing a base, and then around 4 a.m. that market opens. Pre-market open, it start rising up the next leg up, and right now is rising up. So it's very bullish pre-market right now. So right now is on the rise. The 4 hour MACD TTM squeeze is curved up. If we do get MACD golden cross on the ES, we can run up higher. Right now is 4112, so we're getting close to SPX 4100. Two major levels to watch today is the SPX 4100, and 4100 is the mental level. And then if it passes that, easy 4111. 4111 should come 4111.08. And then if market gets crazy and gets very bullish, there is chance we get to 4147.8 or 4150 mental level. Pre-market right now on the ES, five direction is up, 15 direction, 15:30, 1 hour, 4 hour, everything is pointing up. Still we are bullish, bearish on the daily and the ES and the weekly. So, but a statistic fast on the daily, we're getting a golden cross. So short term right now we are bullish, and we'll see how it goes today. NQ direction is almost the same. It still has to break the high of pre-market, but that was just a shooting star, so it breaks that one, we can go higher. Keep in mind NQ resisted 13,350.92 many times. So if this be a beginning of another run up for the market, it's possible next few days we get there again, 13,350 on the NQ. um, Direction down 5 minutes is about the golden cross. Needs to break this one to rise up higher. 15:30, 1 hour, 4 hours upward. We got a golden cross in the 4 hour. Things gonna get very interesting. NQ a little bit messy on the daily TTM squeeze, but stochastic fast is golden cross, and we got light blue bar again. Um, let's see, Dow Jones it went red for the year yesterday, but right now is recovering. RUT, the strongest index so far today, is the most greenest. But that's what I mean by strongest. 4 hours already golden cross. So IWM is the ETF for RUT. Um, Next levels to watch, there is if it breaks 173.39, we're looking at 174, 176, and 178.25. Direction on weekly and daily is very bearish on the IWM due to banks, but for now 4 hours golden cross, so and there's the bullishness there. TNX 3% higher, that's not really good, but it is what it is. For 5, 15, 30 up is up. So for that one, you can trade TLT if you like. TLT is falling right now. TLT is like reverse of TNX. So TLT next support is 103.92. If it can hold there, we can go to 102.01 and 100.09. And low of last few days this week was 102.84. So that's the key level to watch. 102.85 it's possible to touch if TNX keeps rising. The DXY is getting, it had a jump after unemployment rate unemployment report. So always keep an eye on that one, because if DXY goes up, if it continues non-stop goes up, it's not good for tech sector, for international businesses, because they lose money in exchange rates. And right now 4 hour MACD is golden crossing. Daily is upward, we're getting yellow bar, and weekly not clear direction because it's just in the range up and down. But keep an eye on always on DXY. Um, Next level to watch is 101 91 14 and 102 795. If it pulls back, it can continue going up, and just it's gonna be relevant today. But just keep in mind Never ignore DXY2. VIX is 8% lower, pre-market very bearish. 1812 again is the next big support. If it can hold 1812, it can go to 1726, 1639, and 1586. 15.53 was the low of last week. Um, but pre-market right now 5 is down, 15, 30, 1 hour and 4 hours curving down. Um, Next is actually BTC. Let me see, BTC is just up and down, so nothing exciting there. Apple, they had a good earning. They made good money. Everything was great, but keep in mind, year over year, their growth is a little bit slowing down. So that's the only danger. That's the only thing that could potentially cause trouble this season. But today, right now, pre-market, because of job report, it came down and jumped 5 minutes is golden cross. 15 and 30 is flat. So it's all about opening actions. 1 hour is up, 4 hours golden cross, and the levels to watch, the key level to watch is 170.92. It's the high of this season, but pre-market yesterday the high was 171.47. So these are the two key levels you want to watch: 170.92 and 171.47. 171.47 is the level that I have, and exactly hit it, and it pulled back. So if it does break 171.47, the next level you're watching is 171, 173.54, 175.82, and above that, doubt it, but if you never know when it happens. 179.51, 183.50, 183.2. If it does gets a MACD dead cross on the 30 minutes and it starts selling off, if the sellers realize, okay, year over year is pulling back. I mean, there is not that much negativity on Apple so far pre-market, and I can see if Infinitude, but if it does go below 168.71, be prepared for unexpected, go back to 166.15. Pre-market right now, there's no clear direction on 15 and 30, so we have to see the opening action. Amazon, pre-market right now 5 and 15, no clear direction. It's getting close to 30 minutes, and 1 hour is very bullish, 4 hour is getting more bullish, and the TTMS squeeze blue bar is on the rise. The key level to is 105.49, as you can see here on the daily chart. Two times tried to break 105.49, it couldn't. So once it breaks, it can run up to 106, 107.11, and 108.11. But right now, daily is showing some strength. It's still bullish on weekly, so it's all about 105.49 breakout. If it can hold, I mean, but today's market is green, so not expecting this to drop crazy if it does give a pullback. Nvidia 3 points higher, more bullish. Actually, it's the most bullish setup pre-market, but things can always change at open. 1 minute is upward, 5 minutes, 5, 15, 30, 1 hour is upward, 4 hour. If Nvidia gets another yellow bar there on the 4 hour, then the rise up can get interesting. At open, what you want to watch is 178.96 and 176.74. If it breaks 178.96, which has high chance, we're looking at 280, 282.54 to come. But if it goes below 276.74, as usual, can do some sell off at open and pull back to 275.37. Um, Baba, nothing too exciting in Hong Kong last night. Still very bearish on daily and weekly, but as you can see here, the MACD is curving down a little bit. Earning, I have to check when is the earning. Um, but right now, earning, I think is next week. Yes, it's 5:15. It's on 518. I think there is a possibility that the Chinese names have pre-earning run up, especially the market is getting a little bit strong, a little bit bouncing right now. So there is a possibility next week we have some Chinese name run up, pre-earning run up. Pre-market right now 5, 15, 30 is upward, 30 is about the golden cross, all about breaking 83.43 to run up to next to 85.76. Bidu was very strong last night in Hong Kong. Pre-market right now 15.30 is kind of flat, is staying in the range. So 122.09, if it breaks, next level watching is 123.93 and 127. Will get you the levels in the service for next between 4 hour, a little bit curving. 4 hour, I'm sorry, 4 hour. We're getting the light blue bar here, and the most interesting about BDU is that the daily MACD is curving up. So if we do get a golden cross there, there is a high chance it runs for the earning, which is on 516. It's high chance this one, it's possible to get close to 130 before earning. Netflix, it's just a yo-yo, up and down below 326. So this is just, it's in the box right now, and Netflix is establishing a box. It goes down below 317, it pulls back up, it passes 321, maybe goes to 323, maybe 325, then it pulls back again. So it's inside the box. 4 hours MACD is golden cross, keep that in mind. So there is, if market goes green and super crazy today, it's possible it goes to 326 and 330, but it's been inside the box right now. It's establishing a box. 325 is the high of last 2 days, almost 325, almost, yeah. So 323 32 is at the high of yesterday, and 320 um 324 or 325 is the high of 2 days ago. Keep in mind, in option trading, algos always pay attention to the range breakout. Once it break out like the low of the, or high of the days before, or the box or the range, that's when the premium starts going up. That's when the IVS starts rising. Because when it breaks out, the sky is the limit, how far it can go. So that's when the premiums fly up. Once the stock is in a range, premiums tend to die or nothing happen, and there's no there's less chance to make money. Anyhow, next one, Meta was very weak yesterday into close, but right now is holding up still, not so, not joining too much these green indexes this morning. Pre-market right now, 5 is down, 15 is about to dead cross. 1 hour and 4 hours, 1 hour and 30 minutes is a little bit upwards. So there is mixed signal. 4 hour, until we don't get a 4 hour yellow bar TTM squeeze or golden cross on the MACD, we can't say okay, this is gonna have another jump up. But this news FTC that came in was not so good. So we'll see what happened. Daily TTM squeeze is getting same height, so if it does give us a blue, dark blue bar on the TTM squeeze, there is a possibility maybe it goes lower next week. At this point, it's all about news and this FTC problem, how serious it is. But keep in mind, it's in the weak category. Tesla pre-market jump up. It's tending to go higher. Right now, pre-market 5, 15, 30, 1 hour, 4 hour, everything is very bullish. 163.35 is the level that it's already crossed. The key level to watch is 164.71 and 166.07. Breaks those, 168, 170 can come. It's been in a box, Tesla. Under 165 was the top of the range almost. And 166, it hit it last few days, I think. One time it got very close to it and it pulled back. So these two key levels breaks, it can have a big day, and it's high chance to come next 5 7 days. So yeah, because the one MACD is curving up, but at the same time there's a lot of bearish people, so keep that in mind. If it does fail at opens, which usually that's what it did last few days, it was bullish pre-market but it failed. If it does fail and goes below, like once, let's say here, the low of or you can just use the 166.7, then it can go back again near 158.95. That's just a possibility. Microsoft showing some weakness pre-market. This name is again same, is establishing a box. It's just, if you look at the daily, it's inside the box between 304, 304.01 and 306.48. Sometimes it breaks above 306.48, it gets close to 308, but again it pulls back. So it needs a breakout. When it breaks out, then it can get a interesting move on premiums. Until then, every time it goes to next near 304, a little bit below it, wait for the bounce, and it can go back to 306, 307. And when it goes above it, so it can come lower. That's the range strategy until it breaks out of the top of the lower of the range. Google, nothing exciting there. It's just up and down in the small ranges. So we'll see about that one. AMD, let me just say this, Google pre-market right now 515 is downward, 30 we're getting dark blue bar. Market is still green, is a little bit pulling back, yes, right now, but we'll see. If it goes below 104.14, it can go down to 102.74. AMD, very nice run up yesterday, but got sold because it went very fast high, and right now pre-market is looking very bearish actually. 5 15 to 30 1 hour is downward, and it's below 8509. So two key levels to watch: 8509 and 8334. If it does break 8509, we're looking at 86 87 and go higher, but that's a very low chance. But if it breaks 8334, which is have a high chance, it can retest 8226. If it does break below that, we're looking at 8067 come. So yesterday it jumped after 8334, so that's the key level. It's already almost lost all the gains it made from yesterday. So 83.34 is the key level to watch. Breaks that 82.26 next support. If it does go below that, then it can go to 80.67, 79.09, 78.11. Pay attention to the 15 and 30. If 15 MACD golden crosses, then it can run up again. Boeing was very super weak yesterday from the open. It dropped just non-stop. Pre-market right now is at 198.37 level. 5 is a little bit downward, but in general, 30 minutes is bullish. 1 hour golden cross, and 4 hour we're getting yellow bar. Keep in mind, Boeing, if you look at the daily chart and weekly chart, every time it made a fall last few months, whenever it went under 200 or even lower, it right away bounced back up and got again above 200, went above 200 to 203, 205. So I won't be surprised if by next week this one goes back to 200, to 74, 203, and 205.2, if not by today. um so yeah, this one, 1 hour is already golden cross and 4 hours yellow bar. So there is a chance this one 200 to come. What else? We got SPY pre-market right now resisting a 408.68. If it does break, that one is strong and a high volume. Next level we're watching is 410.35, 411.67 and higher. Pre-market right now 4 hour is about to golden cross on the MACD. 1530 is still upward, and the 1 hour is very super bullish. So there is a high chance for 1035 to come. If it does break that, then we're looking at the 41167, 413.8, and 415.93. But keep in mind, 3 days ago there was like 34 dark pool orders at 415.93, like around that level. So there is a small chance market goes to there today and maybe by next week, but we'll see. Statistic fast needs to open, so we'll see. QQQ, pre-market right now, not as strong as SPY. So keep in mind, techs are not too strong in general because Microsoft is falling. Microsoft is more than, I think, 16% of the has weight on QQ. 30, Microsoft 30 is already dead cross, but again, it can come to 304. Needs to break it to have a rundown to 301, to 299, 298. But QQ right now is weak because of Microsoft. So key level to watch is 317.25. If in case Apple pulls back and Microsoft continues going lower and DXY flies up, if these stuff continue to happen, we can break 317 and go lower. But if market jumps at open and Apple get bought and runs up at open, and market goes flying in the fly mode, if we do break the high of pre-market, which is 318.75, and then 319.79 level, next key level is 322.33. Again, what else? We got TLT, I went over it. um Gold is getting weak due to job report, so next support there is 185. If 185.85 can hold that, 183.32 is next. um MDB and Snow, always the names that have big jumps today. Before it's possible to have some short-term temporary jump at open, but then you have to see if it continues or is hold there. KRE, keep an eye on always on that. Once it bounces back, if it falls anytime, that means the banks are in trouble. So keep it right now is a good indicator. You watch this because if it tells you what's wrong and what if the banks are in trouble. So anyhow, right now 4 hours golden cross. So there is banks are showing some strength. Pre-market wall is very green. MCB very green too. So keep that in mind. Shop. I saw a lot of sellers yesterday that had losses from long time ago. They keep advantage of selling it. Pre-market, nothing special there. What else you got here? Coin 54. Pre-market right now 5 is up, 15.30. If it jumps up at open big, it can give it golden cross there. It's already 5 points higher. So if it does break 55 mental level, next level we're watching is 56.96, 62, 58, 60, and 62.19 is the next major level. DKNG is running up a little bit too. 24.69 breaks. Next level we're watching is 26.36. 28.75, 31.78 is a little bit weakening right now pre-market, but needs to break 25 to run up to a higher level. Carvana 3 points higher. I'm not gonna touch this one. Dash had an earning too. That one in look. I'm not a fan of that, but Expedia, that's actually interesting and it's very bullish. 5 is upward, 15.30 is upward. So keep an eye on Expedia. Let me add it here to my own list. Bill 10 points higher, that one too, but pre-market nothing exciting. MCGP, MCHP, that one gap down 5 points. LIV, nothing a little bit exciting there. AMC had a jump up there too. That one can get volatile at open. If the ape come in at open, breaks 633, it can go to 667, and above that next level is 797. Oil is stocks are getting interesting. 4 hours are golden crossing. It had a huge fall, so keep an eye on the oil stock. XOM and CVX, their 4 hour MACD is golden crossing, so it could have a potential bounce. That's pretty much it. Again, pre-market VIX is downward. If we do get a 5 minutes and 15 minutes golden cross, market can reverse as always. SPY pre-market 5 minutes no clear direction, need to see opening action. 15.30 1 hour is upward. 4 hour if golden cross can have continue run up. 480 408 68 key level breaks. 410.35 easy to come. All right, best of luck. Please subscribe, please like, please share, and if you like, join my service. I do non-stop guidance in the market during market hours. Thank you and have a wonderful day.